Thank you and good evening. They say that turnabout is fair play, and in 2019, William Hahn introduced me as a Hope Funds awardee, so now I have the great pleasure to return the favor and introduce Dr. Hahn as our 2023 award recipient. So Bill went to Harvard College, graduating Phi Beta Kappa and summa cum laude. He then went to Harvard Medical School before completing clinical training, first in internal medicine at Mass General Hospital, and then in medical oncology at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. He then was a postdoctoral fellow at MIT with Bob Weinberg, another Hope Fund awardee, where he did seminal studies showing how combinations of specific genes could be used to transform normal cells into cancer cells. As an independent investigator, Bill has been a pioneer in using modern genetic tools such as RNA interference and CRISPR to systematically identify the genetic vulnerabilities in literally hundreds of different cancers. And for this work, he's received numerous recognitions, too many to name here, but I'll just mention that he's been inducted into the American Society of Clinical Investigation, the National Academy of Medicine, and the National Academy of Inventors. Currently, Bill is the William Rosenberg Professor in the Department of Medical Oncology at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and Harvard Medical School. He's also an institute member of the Broad Institute at MIT and Harvard, and he currently serves as both the Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for my home, the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. So I'm also proud to call Bill not only a colleague, but my boss. So how am I doing so far, Bill? Is okay, right? So Bill, it was with great pleasure that I introduce you as a most worthy recipient of this year's Hope Funds for Cancer Research Award for Excellence in Medicine. Thank you, Bill.
Well, Bill, thank you for that wonderful introduction. I am confident that it was much better than mine that I gave to you. I'd like to thank the Hope Funds for Cancer Research for this tremendous honor. I've had the great fortune of attending several Hope Fund galas as a mentor to Hope Fund fellows, and these events are just remarkable. It's truly humbling to be selected as an awardee this year, and I'm very happy to be able to share it with all of you, as well as with my wife, Ivana Kim, who's here today. For as long as I remember, I've always been inspired to work on cancer. Unfortunately, all of us have been affected directly or indirectly by cancer, and for so long, we simply didn't know the basic biology of the diseases we call cancer. It always seemed logical to me that the application of fundamental science was necessary to make progress that eventually would lead the way to dramatically improve our ability to diagnose and treat cancer. Although I was trained in reductionist science, where one uses all the tools and approaches available to understand the details of one molecule or even one molecular interaction, the knowledge that emerged from the sequencing of the human genome a little more than 20 years ago provided an opportunity to imagine ways in which we could try to understand all the changes that occur in every cancer, or all the genes that cancers depend on for survival. Over the past 10 years, this type of work has transformed our understanding of cancer and now allows us to have a much clearer picture of the molecular basis of nearly all cancers, and has accelerated the development of powerful new therapies that have changed thousands of people's lives. I'm grateful to have had a small part in contributing to that work. I'd like to end my remarks by really thanking the Hope Funds for Cancer Research and all of you here tonight for your generosity and your long-sighted vision. Specifically, the Hope Funds support scientists at an early stage of their careers. Despite all the progress that we've made, we can't accurately predict where the next transformative breakthrough in cancer research will come from. But we can be absolutely certain that these discoveries will come from this next generation of scientists. I applaud your foresight and thank you for ensuring that this new generation of scientists will not only prosper, but succeed. Thank you very much.